All right, today is February 25th, and we are starting a special meeting.
All right. Okay. Well, thank you, Martha. So the special meeting today is to approve two resolutions in order to authorize me to put a levy, an operation levy, and a bond on the ballot. I'm going to share my screen right now and just put them up there on the screen. And we'll open it up to if anyone has any discussions on these.
Let's see, we're not seeing anything.
I went through them and I didn't see anything that,
The the main
So,
thing we mentioned that there was two of them um, for the bond,
bond.
and the reason is just the word replacement or rebuild. And so Christy couldn't be here, but she wanted me to relay that her preference is rebuild. Um,
Fully concur with that. I
okay.
had just another. So in addition to rebuilt and having that cascade throughout the ballot and for the bond,
Mhm.
I did also want to just point out the final bullet in the phase two. I think we should just eliminate. I kind of site improvements, furnishings, and equipment. I feel like that's like saying we're gonna put doors up.
Yeah,
I don't think it adds anything. And then site improvement is kind of a triggering thing because I think if we're gonna embrace the rebuild, I think I like
that
getting rid of that bullet altogether.
That one actually, Brian, we can't remove it. It was actually added by legal. And
Yeah.
the reason is although some might assume that this stuff is there, they want to explicitly put in there that the bond is not just for the construction of the building, but we can also buy like desks for the building, and that we can do like landscaping around the building and things
Yeah.
like that, and parking lot improvements, things like that. So they added that language.
Okay. Well, that's very helpful because when I talk about it, I'm going to make sure I throw the legal community under the bus
Okay.
because I think that's kind of stupid. I mean, it's like we're going to have windows.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're going to have windows. I mean, anyway, okay.
Yeah.
So yeah, no issue. But rebuilt, I'm for rebuilt.
Rebuilt. Mike or Martha, any preference on rebuilt or the other one?
I'm fine with
I'm
the
okay with
ribbon.
rebuild.
Okay. And I added the word right there. Bonds to construct a rebuilt aquatic center. It was just bonds to construct rebuilt aquatic center. Do you like the A, or should I just have it as bonds to construct rebuilt aquatic center?
I'm a big fan of an indefinite article. A sounds okay for me.
Okay.
I'm good with the A as well.
Okay. Bonds to construct a rebuild aquatic center. Okay, so that's the only questions that I had then. And well, if Martha would like to call for motion, then and if there's no more discussion.
So, for the resolution number 2526, is that it? Number
Uh,
three?
Number three, yep.
Okay, so I make a motion to approve resolution number 2526, number three.
Second.
I second that motion.
All right, all in favor?
Aye.
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 Okay. All right, now can we do
Oops.
the next one, the levy?
The 2526, number four. I just want to
Uh,
make.
yep.
Okay, I make a motion to approve resolution
Oh,
2526.
I'm sorry. I had a couple of comments on the
Yep.
levy.
Okay.
No, sorry. One was, can we eliminate in the caption pool? I feel like what I was trying to do is look at the poolness of the levy and try to reduce it. I mean, I think operations is accurate, and because our parks headquarters is co-located with the primary asset of the Parks and Rec district, um,
Mhm.
I feel like we are supporting operations through this levy. and the pool is just happens to be there. That's my kind of view on the pool in the caption itself.
Okay.
In the summary,
I believe we like legally, yes, we can. The question is if others want to remove that as well.
oh, yep, of course.
Can you tell me exactly where that wording is?
That- Right.
It's on the screen right here. It's in the caption. So basically the title of the ballot thing. So it's the very first thing that you're going to see. It's the 10-word caption at the very top. 5-year
I
levy
can't
for
see the
park-
screen right now. I have my own document pulled up though.
Okay. Yep. So under Exhibit A of that, the caption is the thing at the very top. It's the 10 words.
Yeah, bond to construct.
Yep. Title of it. No. This is on.
No,
this
we're
is
on the levy.
Yep. And so the title of this one is 5-year levy for parks maintenance, comma, pool operations, comma, and recreation services. This would change it to 5-year levy for park maintenance, comma, operations, comma, and recreation services.
Yeah, I see what you're saying, Brian. I don't know. What do you think, Martha?
Okay, tell me which part again. I'm not,
It's so Exhibit A, which is at the end of the resolution for this, is the caption, which is the very first thing, is the first thing that you'll see on the ballot, and so it's the 10-word, the title of the ballot, and it's whether or not just to use the word pool before operations. So 5-year levy for park maintenance, pool operations, and recreation services, or it could be 5-year levy for park maintenance, operations, and recreation services.
hmm.
My
I mean, it
effort.
defines it very specifically that way, but to Brian's point, I think, it feels like double dipping, right, Brian? Because we're talking about a bond for the pool, and now you're like, wait, you just got money for the pool, so why am I also giving you money for the pool here?
Mhm.
Is that kind of where you're getting at?
Well, a little bit, but also, I mean, I think because of the way that the district is organized, I mean, anytime any staff member who is part of the district, not the pool, walks into the pool, they're supporting operations, so I feel like we're supporting operations by passing this levy, and the things that the levy will do support operations of the district. And to say pool, I just don't think is necessary.
To that same point, though, to saying park maintenance also, because wouldn't we maintain other items as well? I mean,
but I think parks is a happy word, and so
Sorry.
no, I think that's and I we want people to look at this levy and be happy. Same with recreation.
Yeah, I get what you're saying. I don't know that I'm pulled either way, so I can go with the crowd. I get it. We're going to be speaking to it. So I'm with whatever feels like it rolls off the tongue and conveys what we mean better.
I'm fine without the pool part.
And then, I mean, I just, there's just 2 other or 3 other edits. In the question, I don't know. I know you have to ask the question and it has to be a question mark. It just seems weird to have that question mark after 26, 27, but I'll get over it. In the summary, is facing a budget. Do we want to say shortfall or do we want to say crisis? Because I get shortfall in the word, and then crisis is there's a implication there. Why are you allowing this to become a crisis?
Yeah, I think it has to be shortfall because crisis, I think, is a little bit too argumentative in it. It needs to be stating the thing. Crisis makes it sound. I think that would cross the line with Secretary of State.
Okay. Peace.
Because who defines a crisis? Is it a crisis because we don't? I think shortfall is we aren't able to do enough with the money that we have. But crisis is, I think, a little bit more subjective.
Argumentative.
Well,
yeah.
To that point, is there a better synonym like deficiency or something else which is accurate and maybe less charged?
Well, like shortfall. I mean, shortfall isn't. it is accurate, and I get that. And if we're not wanting to be too emotive, I just was trying to ramp it up a bit, and so I'm okay with shortfall. I was trying to describe maybe a little bit more viscerally, kind of what we're going through.
Yeah, it can't be crisis. So
Okay.
yeah, so I think I would probably just stick with shortfall. This has also been all approved by legal right now. So any change that we make right now, I don't mind like taking the word pool out. I think that that's fine. But like if we make any other changes and such, it could like what I wouldn't want to do is us to approve this, it go to legal, and then that pushes back a full 24 hours. So if there's anything that is really big that we can't live without, like we want to hear it. But if there's
Okay.
something that's just a little bit of a preference, then it's probably better to just approve this and move on.
Then the last one that I have is the final bullet point: adequate staffing. Again, eliminating aquatic center. I think adequate staffing for park maintenance and recreation is again adequate, and is or not adequate. Of course, it's adequate, but is accurate when it comes to describing what we're trying to do. And I don't know what the aquatic center does add to it.
Marcy, I think you're on mute. Well, it doesn't show you're on mute, but I can't hear you.
Yeah, Zoom is being weird.
Can you
Okay.
hear me? Oh, I mean, I'm in Mexico, so that.
Oh, I'm sorry. That was the other Martha. That was Marcy.
Yeah.
No, I can't. Marcy.
I actually think the aquatic center seems more reasonable there than in the title earlier. I think that specifically states kind of where the adequate staffing is going.
Yeah, I also think that it besides being compelling, I think we also need to make sure that it's all accurate, and we are planning on adding staffing to aquatics as part of the levy, and so putting it there makes it accurate. Tells them what we're doing with it. I think again, kind of like that one from the other example. I don't want to have anything that we leave out that then someone comes back and says, "Wait, you guys didn't say that you were going to use that or spend the money on that." So,
I guess I think that, yeah. I mean, I'm trying to reduce the poolness of the levy to try to differentiate the two, and between the bond and the levy, and I mean, I think we're gearing up for a levy that's gonna do parks maintenance and recreation, and there's going to be some overlap, of course, with the pool, but to try to really show the focus of the levy being parks and recreation, and not the pool.
Yeah. Part of it, though, I think is going to be the issue of, explaining market versus assessed value. We're going to have to tell people the difference between a bond and a levy who don't know what that is. And that's kind of how I see, like, they do go hand in hand, and they are going to have to name similarities and differences.
It kind of is more trying to make the pitch vice the black and white wording.
I think the place to really worry about like the wording of like trying to convince people is in the talking points and what we're sharing while we're trying to put this thing. I think that at this point, once it's on the ballot, I mean, it still is important because there are a lot of people that we won't reach, and this is the only thing that they're going to see.
Right.
I think for just accuracy of what we're asking for, I think that we should have it in there.
Can you hear me now?
Oh, now I can, yeah.
Okay, yeah. I mean, I guess, Brian, I would say that it is for like transparency purposes, we are going to be, the levy will be supporting additional staffing and pool operations. I think if we're saying that we're going to cut pool days, but then we'll be able to maintain those pool days, with levy funding, then we likely need to we need to say that.
The only way that I think I would be okay with removing it is if we removed then maintenance and recreation as well and just said adequate staffing, and didn't have any of them. That way it's kind of a catch-all for everything there.
Right, adequate staffing for district operations,
Yeah.
also it could be 5-year levy maintenance for park maintenance, district operations, and recreation service.
Yeah.
Yeah. I got
I'm
you.
not sure about changing the title again, or the caption.
Yeah, I mean, I get it. I just, again, trying to reduce the poolness of it when we're talking about, a budget. And again, the primary asset of the district is the pool. The headquarters is at the pool, and there's going to be a mix no matter what, but not having to call that out in such a direct way. Because you could say that the pool staff is going to serve the district just as much as they will the pool. I don't know if that's accurate, but there's going to be an aspect of that person's life that's going to be supporting district operations.
Mm-hmm.
That's why I'm kind of looking at it as any part of the levy is just the commingling of funds in terms of we can't partition, and nor should we partition things so strictly that we don't have appropriate support for the district operations. And acknowledging that it's co-located is just kind of part of life. That's kind of how my mentality is in approaching it and talking about district support and the pool support.
So that would be you're pitching adequate staffing for park maintenance, district operations, and recreation staff, or just.
Yeah, sure. District operations and maintenance and recreation, sure.
I like that too.
Yep.
Yeah,
I'm okay with that.
Parks maintenance, district operations, and recreation. Yeah, I like it.
Okay.
And then if there, I'm happy to put forward a motion to approve the levy language with the modifications we've discussed. You'll forgive me, I don't know what the numbers are for the
levy 2526 number 4.
2526.
Sorry, resolution 2526 24. Number 4.
Resolution 2526 number 4. So approving the levy as written and in also resolution 2526 number 4.
No, I'm sorry, approving the levy not as written but as amended.
As amended. Sure. Yep. No, absolutely. Yep. You're right.
I second that. Did you make the motion?
I did.
Okay.
All in favor?
Aye.
Aye.
Awesome. I'm happy. I can send this over to the attorneys, and we'll go ahead and get this filed as soon as we can. Looking for a motion to adjourn.
I make a motion to adjourn.
A second.
All right.
Aye.
All right. Perfect.
Aye.
Aye.
All in favor?
Aye.
We got it.
So are we
Okay.
done? Oh,
We're done.
hey.
All right.
All right.